And I'm like, I gotta do something. I gotta take drastic measures. And I was like, you know what? At this point, I realized I need to do something. And it's time to stop being lazy. So, I grabbed a giant new roll of paper towels. I grabbed 2 kinds of surface and glass cleaners. And I got to work. And I'm not even kidding. I cleaned my top floor of my house for about almost 4 hours last night. I had enough. I had enough of this shit. I was like, enough. I just can't take this anymore. It's driving me absolutely insane. Now, I'm going to be honest with everyone. Because I am. And it is kind of embarrassing. But I've never really given this house a top-down cleaning. Since I moved here. I did clean it 2 major times. And what I mean by that is both times that my parents were going to visit. Once was the Christmas 2015, and once was... No, excuse me, Christmas 2014. And then once was June of 2016, when my parents visited both times. But what I cleaned was I cleaned the bathrooms, I cleaned the kitchen, I cleaned the stairwell. I basically cleaned all the general areas that I knew my parents would be in, okay? But I am not a duster. Let's put it that way. I am not a duster at all. At all. And, it builds up. Oh my God, does it build up, man. It really does. It's terrible. It's absolutely terrible. How bad it was. The windowsills, every flat surface you could think of. Just looking at my office here, okay? The desk directly in front of me where my laptop and all my equipment sits. Obviously my PC itself. The computer desk over there and the monitors and all that shit. The windowsill, the air conditioner, the top of my file cabinet. And oh my God, my entertainment center. Ooh. That was absolutely disgusting. Okay? That was absolutely gross. Alright? So much dirt and dust built up, especially on the gaming consoles themselves. I mean, there was a layer of fucking filth on top of it. But not only did I do the office, I did the bathroom out in the hallway. I did my bedroom. Ugh. My bedroom, because, I got the dressers and the windowsill and everything. And basically, it took a ton of time, all right? A ton. And it was worth it, though, because I needed to do it. The bottom line is I'm making a new start here, right? I'm single. I'm kind of not really starting over, but it's kind of like hitting the reset button and going back to the way I was when I was single in Connecticut. And even though in Connecticut, I'll be honest too, I also wasn't much of a duster. It really wasn't a huge deal because I had a very small place. So having a small place, okay, there's a little bit of dust. Oh, every once in a while I clean it, it takes 5 minutes. Here I've got a big ass house, it takes forever. So, I basically, excuse me. I cleaned the living shit out of my top floor. Now that was just surface cleaning. That wasn't even, I didn't vacuum the floors, because I couldn't, because it was late night. Imagine if I started vacuuming in the middle of the night, my neighbors would be fucking pissed. They're like, what the fuck is this guy doing? So eventually what I am going to do, especially because it's, we are getting to the slower summer time, is I'm going to probably schedule a whole day here at some point, where I'm going to really thoroughly clean the house from top to bottom. I'm going to vacuum everything and do all that, because it was just surface cleaning that took me that long, because there was so much to do. So yeah, that's what I did last night. Now, here's the thing, I was watching SmackDown, I got so frustrated, alright? See, or know what you're wrong, by the way, or know what you're wrong, I live in a condo, it's actually considered a townhouse, and I am in the middle of 2 other homes, so our walls are connected on each side, and they would hear me vacuuming, and they'd be pretty pissed off. It wouldn't be too loud, but still, imagine if you're in the middle of the night, and you're sleeping and you hear vroom, even a faint vroom, you'd be pissed. There's actually rules here that after 10 p.m. you can't be loud. Like, you can't be have blaring music or loud parties or whatever. So, I don't live in an individual house itself. It's a very nice townhouse style, kind of condo thing. So, so anyway, yeah, it was already like almost midnight, and I basically grabbed it and cleaned and cleaned and cleaned. So finally I get done, I look at the clock, it's 4 a.m. I'm like, holy shit. I really went to town here, you know, cleaning everything, which was good, but it was 4 friggin' a.m., and here I am, and now, of course, all my adrenaline is in my body because I've been physically doing work for, you know, a bunch of hours and shit. I'm like, okay, well, now I gotta try to get to sleep. And I look at the clock, and I'm like, fuck, like, how am I gonna get up and be able to run a stream in, like, you know, because I'd have to get up in about a little less than 6 hours then. And I knew I wasn't going to fall right to sleep. So I announced, that was when on Twitter, and I also updated the schedule and everything. I said, guys, I'm going to be late for about an hour. I'm definitely going to take a while to get to sleep here, and I don't want to promise everyone I'm going to be doing the stream at this time when I know I'm going to be all tired out and shit, so. So, yes, ladies and gents. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. That is what happened last night. And that's why I'm late today. It's certainly not the most entertaining of stories, but it is good news, obviously. Because, you know, people have seen me do vlogs about walking around my house, and they're like, oh my god, did you see the amount of dust and shit in Phil's office? Well, now it's finally clean. And what I'm going to have to do is, you know, try to make it at least a steady schedule where at least, you know, every once in a while I do it. So that way it doesn't accumulate the way that it did. That's just the problem is, you know, when I moved in here some 3 years ago, because now, yes, ladies and gentlemen, it's now official. I have lived here for 3 years. It was actually the end of June 2014 when I moved in here. that basically, you know, I settled into a work schedule and I settled into a life schedule, but never really settled into a steady cleaning schedule. It was just like, oh, if it's dirty, clean it. Which doesn't always work because it's very easy to ignore dirt. Unless it's, you know, filthy gross, that's different. Like, if there's actual dirt on the fucking floor, or, you know, bathrooms can obviously get pretty nasty, and you gotta clean those regularly, and I do. But, you know, just regular living spaces, it's pretty easy to ignore things like dust and shit, right?